All right. So now, so the next point, any one of you read this?
Adding and ending to a word that ends in a consonant. When adding that consonant
Wait.
with the ending begins with a word.
Very good. All right. So when adding and ending to a word that ends in a consonant, we double that consonant when the ending begins with a vowel. And the last syllable of the word is accented, and that syllable ends in a single vowel followed by a single consonant. Okay, so when we are adding and ending to a word that ends in a consonant, we need to double that consonant. Okay, we are going to doubling the consonants. Let's see how we are going to doubling the consonants. Right, Rishikesh, read it out.
When adding and ending to a word that ends in a consonant, we double that consonant when the ending begins with a vowel and the last syllable of the word is accented and that syllable ends in a single vowel followed by a single consonant.
Good. So now look at the examples. All of you just look at the examples. So first look at the example, then try to understand. So what is mean by doubling concept? Okay. So when adding and ending to a word that ends in a consonant. So now just understand the word admit ending with a
Consonant.
correct?
Consonant.
Yeah, we double that consonant when the ending begins with a vowel. So now the ending begins with vowel. So in that case, what we need to do is we need to double this consonant sound. Okay, we need to double this consonant sound. So if you observe the example here, you'll be able to find that double T, doubling of consonant. Right? So the word ending with a consonant and the ending, whatever the word ending we are adding, if it start with consonant, vowel sound, vowel, then the last consonant we're supposed to double that. Understood? Right. So admit is accented on the last syllable and the final consonant is preceded by a vowel. No.
A vowel.
Yes. So same example, just try to understand. So the last consonant is the last word. I mean the last letter of the word is a consonant. The similar.
Yes,
at the same time, it's followed by a vowel. Okay, it's followed by a vowel. So we double the E before adding, for instance. Okay. Admit is accented on the last syllable and the final consonant is preceded. Right? It is preceded by a vowel. Right? So we double the T.
We double the T.
Right? That's why we double the T. Okay. Before adding. Right? For instance, the similar way, an ing or ed. Right? The similar way, if you add any word ending like this, any word ending like this, if you add any word ending, okay,
Ed.
yes, if you add any word ending, if they start with vowel, they start with vowel, we're supposed to double that consonant. So you can observe the next two examples in the bottom of the screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, admitting, right? So admit, actually this is the main word. Admit is the main word, right?
Yes, sir.
So the ending is T. It followed by, preceded by I, right? So the word ending is also ing. So it starts with I, a vowel.
I.
That's why we just doubled T,
T. Yes, sir.
right? That's why there are two T's here. The similar way. So the word ending is T, and we added an ending with ed, right?
Admitted.
So yes, ed started with a vowel. That's why we doubled the T.
Admitted.
Yes, admitted.
Admitted.
Right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Set.
Setting.
Okay, Jahnavi, read it out.
When adding an ending to a word that ends in a consonant, we double that consonant when the ending begins with a vowel and last syllable of the word is sir, what is that, sir?
Accented.
Accented, and that syllable ends in a single vowel followed by a single consonant.
Very good. When adding an ending to a word that ends in a consonant. So while you are adding an ending to a word which is ending with the consonant, we double that consonant when the ending begins with the vowel. Same rule, whatever the discussion, whatever the rule we just discussed, this is also same rule, right? With the vowel. And the last syllable of the word is accented. What is this? Accented. Accent.
Accented.
Accent. Accented.
Accented.
Right. And that syllable ends in a single vowel followed by a single consonant.
Consonant.
Now look at the example.
Flap.
Right?
Flapped.
Wait.
Flapped.
Right. So here, the word ending with
Consonant.
P.
Consonant.
Right? And the ending. What is the ending here? Ending over here? ED. So it started with letter E, means vowel. Okay.
Vowel.
So the word ending, the flap word ending with consonant and preceded by vowel. Letter A is nothing but vowel. Okay. In that case, what we need to do is we need to double the letter, whatever the letter ending with. Right? So that's why here we got double P. Okay. Next. Flap contains only one syllable. How many syllables are there? Flap. Only one syllable.
Flap.
Which means that
Flap.
syllable has to be accented. The final consonant is preceded by a vowel. So we double that final consonant. Okay. So there is
Flap is a
only.
syllable, sir. Flap is a syllable, sir.
Flap is a monosyllabic word, single syllable word. So simply we can say one syllable word. Right?
Open syllable, closed syllable.
So the final consonant is preceded by a vowel. So we double the final consonant.
Final consonant.
So if we add ed or if we add ing,
ing.
flapped, flapping,
Flapping.
Flap.
Flapping.
Flapped.
Flapped.
Flapped. It's flapped.
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 Flap.
Yes. Next word, flapping.
Flapping.
Very good. So is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Flapping.
Right. Next, Danyata, read it out.
When adding an ending to word that ends in constant, we double the constant when the ending begins with a vowel and the last symbol of the word is
Accented.
accented and that
That syllable.
symbol ends in a single vowel, followed by a single consonant.
Very good. Right. So same rule. When adding an ending to a word that ends in a consonant, we double that consonant when the ending begins with a vowel, and the last syllable of the word is accented, and that syllable ends in a single vowel followed by a single consonant.
Council.
Okay.
Selling.
So here, when adding an ending to a word that ends in a consonant. So the word ending in a consonant, simple way. And we double that consonant when ending begins with a vowel. Okay. So we're supposed to double this because the word ending start with vowel, right? Last syllable of the word is accented. Okay, if the last syllable, there are more than one syllable, in that case, if the last syllable accented, then we will double that letter, that consonant, right? So the last syllable of the word is accented. That syllable ends in a single vowel followed by a single consonant. So here what we are supposed to understand is the last syllable of the word is accented and that syllable ends in a single vowel followed by a single consonant. Okay, so that's why here we just mentioned counseling. It's not. Check it once. Any difference when you compare with the previous examples, right? So is there any difference between the previous two examples and this one?
No, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Any other observations? Any other observations?
No, sir.
Sir.
So if you read the statement, wherever I highlighted, I mean underlined with red color, you will be able to identify a difference.
Sir, vowel. Last
So
syllable is
same concept, but there is a slight difference. So here, the word ending with L
L.
is preceded by vowel,
E.
and the word ending, yes, the word ending is also starting with
Vowel.
I, vowel.
I.
In that case, what we supposed to do? We supposed to double L, correct? We supposed to double the last consonant, but here we did not double the letter. Here we did not double the letter, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
in the previous examples, we doubled, but here we did not double. Why?
Because the last word before is vowel.
The
Sir,
last.
because the last word, the last letter before is vowel.
No. So actually the concept is in the previous examples we doubled all the words. Just look at one,
Yes, sir.
right? So what is the previous word we discussed? What is the previous example, man?
Flapping.
We should double the
Flap,
consonant.
sir.
Just check it once here. Okay.
Flap.
Yes. Yes. Wait a second. All right.
Flap.
Yes. Wait a second. I'll give you the clear explanation. So here, the word ending is a consonant, right? It preceded by a vowel, correct? And the word ending is starting with a vowel.
Sir.
In that case, we're supposed to double the consonant. This consonant, we need to double this consonant, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, come back to the next example. All right. So here, observe the same way. So the word ending is consonant, correct?
Yes.
And
Yes, sir.
it is preceded by vowel, correct?
Yes.
And the word ending begin with vowel. So the same rule, right? So if it is the same rule as we have done there, so there we did double this word. Let me write down here, you will be able to understand. What is the previous example? Hopped. What is the previous example?
Flap.
Very good.
Flap. Flap.
Flap.
Flapped.
Yeah.
Flapped.
Wait. So the word ending is ed,
Ed. Yes, sir.
right? So what it happened? How it changed?
Flapped.
So this is the way how it's changed, correct?
Yes, sir.
So now just observe. Here it ends with consonant preceded by a vowel. And the word ending started with vowel. That's why we doubled the letter, correct?
Yes, sir.
The same way, here the word ending with a consonant, it preceded by vowel, and the word ending is also vowel. In that case, as per this rule, we supposed to double the letter L. Correct? So here we double the letter, right? P, P. Flapped, P, P. But here,
Sir.
there is only one letter L.
Sir, I will tell, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Before the example, vowel is there, sir.
So here-
Consonant before.
Yes, very good.
No, now in example,
Give me
before
a
vowel
second.
and after vowel.
Give me a second. See, I'll write here, you will be able to understand it. Okay. Are you all able to see this?
Yes, sir.
So, as this word also end with P, consonant.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
So here consonant. Both are same. It preceded by a vowel. it's also preceded by vowel. So here letter E, here letter A. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
the word
sir.
ending started with letter I. So here the word ending started with letter E. Both are vowels. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, we doubled P here. So P, P. But here why we did not double the letter L? So here we double the P, but here we did not double the L. Why? The reason
Why
is
means
ah,
Sir,
before the before L vowel is there, sir.
So
After L vowel is there, sir.
right. So before L there is vowel. After L also vowel is there. So now just look at here also. Before P, letter A. Is it a vowel or consonant?
Yes, sir.
Vowel, right?
Vowel. Yes, sir.
So after letter P, there is E, letter E. Is it a vowel or consonant?
letter E, sir.
Yeah, letter E. Is it a vowel or consonant? Both are vowels.
Vowel, sir. Yes,
So the
sir.
rule is same, concept is same. Then why we are doubled at flapped? Why we are not doubling here in counseling?
My
Sir,
answer is
in
that
flap-
only, sir. My answer.
Sir, in flapped last letter is D, no, sir.
Yes.
That before is vowel, sir. But counseling before N is a consonant, no, sir.
Right. So the concept is different. So you just read this one, whatever I underlined here.
The last syllable of the word is attended and
Accented.
accented and the syllable ended in a single vowel followed by a single consonant.
Okay. This is the reason. Right? So the flap is a single syllable.
Word.
Single syllable. But counsel. Counsel. Right? So it's a disyllabic word. Okay. So the last syllable of the word is accented. This word
Accented
is
and-
accented. We are raising the tone there. Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
that syllable ends in a vowel followed by a single consonant.
Consonant.
Okay. So this syllable
Yes, sir.
end with a vowel by followed by a consonant. Understood? So just come here.
It is
Counseling.
closed syllable, sir.
Huh?
It is closed syllable.
Closed syllable.
Yes, sir.
There is no such concept. Closed syllable, open, close. Right.
It is
Wait.
it
So
is double.
counseling. Wait a second. Counseling. Okay, there are two syllables. How many syllables are there?
Two syllables.
But flapped. One syllable, monosyllabic word. There is no divisions. Flapped. We can pronounce that, right? We can pronounce it
Flapped.
as flapped. One stretch. Flapped. Right? But here, counseling. Got two syllables.
Yes, sir.
Counseling.
Biosyllable.
Right? So,
Biosyllable.
yes, so there are two syllables, disyllable, right? So if there are two syllables and if the second syllable, second part is accented, if the second part is accented and the word ending, the second syllable ending with a consonant followed by a single consonant. So in that case, we supposed to mention only one L. I mean, we should not double here. Okay, so the council contains 2 syllables and the final consonant is preceded by a vowel,
Vowel.
right? But the word is accented on the first syllable, so we don't double the consonant before adding an ending,
Ending.
right? Counseling. Okay, the way we are pronouncing, that is also very important here. Okay, so based on that, we will add the doubling concept or not, right? So now, next, Hanesh, read it out. Hanesh.
When adding an ending to a word that ends in a consonant, we double that consonant when the ending begins with a vowel and the last syllable of the word is accented and the syllabus ends in a single vowel followed by a single consonant.
Right. So try to understand this concept. When adding an ending to a word that ends in a consonant. So if a word ending with a consonant and we double that consonant when the ending begins with a vowel.
Yes.
Okay. So the word should end with a consonant and the ending of the word should begin with vowel. In that case, we will double that letter, right? And the last syllable of the word is accented. If the last syllable of the word is accented, that syllable ends in a single vowel followed by a single consonant. Right? Now, example. Right? So what is the word ending here? N. It's a consonant. Right?
It's a consonant.
Yes. So what is the word? So here the word ends with consonant and the word
Consonant.
ending begin with vowel. And
Vowel.
and it is preceded by a vowel, right?
Vowel.
So in
Yes,
that case,
sir.
we're supposed to double. We're
Double.
supposed to double the consonant.
Consonant.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Begin contains 2 syllables and the final consonant is preceded by a vowel and the
Vowel.
word is accented on the last syllable. Begin, 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 begin,
Begin.
right?
Begin.
Right. So begin. So begin contains 2 syllables and the final consonant is preceded by a vowel and the word is accented on the last syllable. The stress is on second syllable, on the last syllable. So we double the consonant before adding an ending.
Ending.
Okay. Similar way. Beginner, beginner,
Beginner.
beginning, beginning,
Beginning.
beginner,
Beginning.
beginning.
Beginning. Beginner.
Beginning.
Beginner. Beginning.
Yes. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
So the next one. Next. Uma Maheshwar, read it out. Uma Maheshwar.
When adding an ending to a word that ends in a consonant, we double that consonant when the ending begins with a vowel and that last syllable of the word is accented and that syllable ends in a single vowel followed by a single consonant.
Very good. When adding an ending to a word that ends in a consonant, right? So if a word ending with a consonant and we are adding an ending to that, if the ending is starting with a vowel and the ending of that word is preceded by a vowel sound, in that case we will double that consonant. And the last syllable of the word is accented, that syllable ends in a single vowel followed by a single consonant.
Before question only, sir, that one.
Yes. Right. Same way. So the ending is a consonant,
Consonant.
and
The
the word ending
beginning
beginning with E, and
E.
it's preceded by vowel. Okay. Yes. Right. But if you observe here, despaired. We did not double the word, double the letter, consonant. Why?
Because or before is two vowels.
Very good. Right? Despair contains two syllables and the final syllable is accented, but the final consonant is preceded by two vowels. Right? So there should be only one vowel, but there are two vowels. Right? Not a single vowel. So we don't double the final consonant. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? We have any
Sir.
doubts regarding this?
Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
For 1 minute you will keep, sir.
Uh-huh.
Sir, again you can keep, sir.
Yes, check it once. Right?
Somewhat back, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So here, the last syllable, letter is the word, the ending of the letter. I mean, the word ends with a consonant, correct? And the word ending
Sir.
is a vowel.